Okay, today we're going to conform this simple little sequence I've got here. We've got the version 1 picture up top here, the version 1 guide track, and a car pass which I've cut in to match the picture. So that's what we'll be conforming. Let's just have a quick listen. Alright, sync's passable. Let's quickly make ourselves a change EDL so we can conform this thing. I'll import the version 1 EDL, the version 2 EDL, and Apple K for compare. Right, simple little list here. Now the key thing we have to understand here is that if we run this list as it is, we're going to copy from this time, paste to this time, so on and so forth, and we'll end up copying over top of our original material, and we don't want to do that. So we're going to move the original material an hour down the session and conform into empty space in the session. Okay, so this is a real one, I guess, since it's at hour 1. I'm going to change the session start time here to 0 and maintain timecode. That's pretty key. So now we have our original material down here, still at hour 1, and we've got an hour of clear space at the head of the session into which we can conform. Okay, now the other thing we need to do to make this work is to make the EDL match what we've just done in the Pro Tools session. So we're saying our original material is still at hour 1, and we want to paste the new conformed audio down at 0. So let's nudge the master hour back by 1, and there we go. All the times are now 0 rather than 1 hour. You can arrange this any way you like. If you'd rather conform from hour 1 up to the other end of the session, hour 5, it's up to you. You can just push the times around, arrange it any way you like. Okay, so I'm going to go from 1 down to 0. To conform, you need to put the cursor, the I-beam cursor, and select any tracks that you want to conform. If you want to conform the video track as well, do that. If you want to conform the markers, shift click into the marker track and it'll conform everything. Let's put a marker right here, marker 1, and let's see if we can conform it. Okay, so I want to conform these two audio tracks. I'm not going to bother with a picture, and I'm going to shift click into the marker track. Okay, conformalizer. Our times are good, and let's just check our conform speed. Fast. This is a very small session, so fast is fine. And conform. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I am. And let's watch it go. So it's copying and then pasting earlier in the session. Copying this piece, pasting it. Copying this piece, pasting it. Oh, and here's a little chunk which gets moved towards the end. Let's have a look. So here we are at the head of the session now, hour 0. And here's our reconformed session. Okay, so did it work? Let's pull in the version 2 picture. Let's put that on the track there. Looks about the right length. And let's pull in the version 2 guide track as a reference. Throw that up the top there. Right. Looks pretty good. Looks like the guide tracks match. Each of these chunks here obviously is one of the events that was in the EDL. And the moment of truth, does our car pass play? Beautiful, just what we wanted. Excellent. Alright, so we're conformed. The one last thing you need to do is reset your session start time so you're back at the correct hour. And it'll always say maintain relative. Okay, you're done.